Oh God.
Welcome everybody to a new episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am one third of the nerds, and the other two nerds that make up this round table are Frank and Manny. What's up,
Hello,
guys?
guys.
Remember.
Bringing it back to Series 2. Throwback.
Review. Indeed.
Well, I'm happy because I found the new Oktoberfest from Buckle Down.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try it. Prost.
Oh, right.
And one day we're going to do a live recording from Germany. Oktoberfest.
They won't be able to understand us.
Maybe Series 12 that we'll do it. We'll do it from there.
I not be able to understand me today, but we'll find out.
Are you guys having a good nerd week, or did you not do too much nerding this week?
I got some things.
Oh.
Try to fit it in, right? Whenever you can.
We try.
All right, man.
I played a little Call of Duty, so that's nerdy, and I had fun, and that felt good. So let's get into the news. Anyone want to jump off and start?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready today. All right. There's some news, and it's kind of people are upset about it because Marvel Avengers game is getting Spider-Man as a PS4 exclusive.
Love it.
So it's good for us, obviously, but I'm sure if you're on Xbox, you're pretty sad. Spider-Man is such a big character. It's probably people's top 3 for Marvel, I would say, most people that you encounter. But hey, man, I mean, that's business, right? Sony has a stranglehold on that character and all that. But it does suck for gamers and stuff.
And it's confirmed that this is going to be the only character that's going to be a system exclusive.
Oh, is it?
Yep. And
man,
then also
one but who could you match up against Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Nobody.
No one. And then also it is not going to be the same Spider-Man from the game.
Okay.
From the original
it's gonna be their own,
game.
Right?
Yeah, it's going to be their own Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because I mean they're not using like the Iron Man from Iron Man VR or anything like that.
Sonny, I know you're not really excited for this game, but what do you think?
I don't know. I mean,
I have some impressions for you guys in the Nerd Out. I played the beta for a couple hours, so I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry, man. Sonny, what do you think about this whole thing?
I mean, yeah, it sucks for...
Do you not care? Or?
Xbox users, but yeah, I mean, I don't care. I mean, you got to pay extra to get them, or is he like exclusive with free?
You just have to play on PS4.
Okay. I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of weird, but PlayStation has made the better move the past years over Xbox, so good for them.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably because of the movie side of things, right? I mean, they have a license with it and everything.
Yeah.
It's easier.
But yeah, man, it's a big character. If they said like somebody else, Ms. Marvel or something, then maybe people wouldn't be as mad. But
like, oh no, whatever will we do?
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, anybody got a piece of news they want to go with?
Yeah, I'll piggyback off that one. Okay. I saw something that there's already rumors that there is going to be a PS5 Pro version that will be coming out not the same time the PS5 comes out, but that there is going to be a high-end console comparison to a light-end console. So I don't have in front of me when the PS4 Pro was released according to the PS4. I think maybe it was like a year or two. And no, I think it was like 2 years, give or take. Frank, you're normally pretty quick on releasing or looking up info like that. You can look that up. But
PS4 Pro?
Yeah, PS4 to PS4 Pro. I don't know what. I still don't think I'm going to be a day one getter. Am I going to first year? Maybe. And I know there's going to be a pro out there later on.
Every time.
So the PS4 came out. The Pro came out 2016.
Yeah, 2016. The PS4 2013, man.
Ooh, 3 years.
For such an old console, it looks great, man. Like some of the recent games, I can't believe it's running on this thing.
2013 is when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna wait 3 years to get the system.
7 years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at this though, right? Like if you, let's say you wait 1 year, you're investing for 6 years, and you definitely get your money's worth, man. I mean, think of all the great games we played since 7 years in the past 7 years.
The question's not getting the PS5 or
It's
getting
like when or what?
Getting the PS4. Yeah. It's do we wait to get the Pro version if there is a Pro version?
Never have, never will. I can't wait that long.
Yeah,
But this is one of the first times I'm not going to do release date, because I got the 360 on release. I got the Xbox One, unfortunately, on release.
Yeah.
But this one I'm going to skip out and wait about a year, maybe more, depending if it's $600. I mean, I might wait 2 years on that one.
Yeah.
For the 360, did you reserve, or did you go look for it in the wild?
I think it's when I was almost going to work at the video game store, and they were able to help me out and secure a spot for one, because they were really hard to get back then.
Sure.
They were very hard to get.
Did you reserve it at Game Crazy?
Yeah.
Game Crazy, I think back in the day, because you're the second person that I know that got their 360 from Game Crazy. I think Game Crazy was the only way that you could go get a reserve pretty close to release date.
Yeah, and I think I still had to wait like 3-4 weeks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because it came out like in November, and I got it like a couple weeks before Christmas. So it took a long time to get it, even through my little back alley deals and stuff. But
I don't know, man. That rush is what makes it so cool, and that's the only question.
The release thing that you and me did for the Xbox and PS4, hanging outside of Best Buy, people throwing footballs and just talking video games. The Mexican Big Show showed up.
Yeah.
I always remember that kid because he's like, "What's your PS4 name, bro?" And I'm like, "Weapon X," and he's like, "Oh, I'm the Mexican Big Show." I looked at him like, "Yeah, that makes sense, dude." Look at the size of this fucking guy.
He was a pretty fucking tall guy. I think that whole experience now, the experience might be different because of COVID right now, but I still think, for me, what always gets me is that if it's hard to get, I want it even more. So that's why I'm holding my breath. Luckily, it's not, luckily for me right now, it's not a thing of money just yet, because I mean, I fixed my fridge and I got free money from that fridge.
Got your credit,
so I have that money burning.
I'm surprised you don't just say screw it and just do it.
There's a lot of variables, but I think that ultimately be used for. But I don't know if I'm gonna wait for the Pro. We'll just go from there.
Well, because if like you're asking about, right? It could be 3-4 years.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not gonna do that.
It might not even be a Pro. It might just be a Slim or a remodel, because I don't think they've ever done a Pro before. It's never had more horsepower. It's always like it's just smaller and quieter and stuff like that.
Well, no, this Pro had more horsepower.
No, I mean like in the past, like PS3 and PS2.
Oh yeah, no. They never did a Pro. This one was the first one of its kind.
Yeah.
With that.
I mean, it's pretty crazy that a 7-year-old console can still play something like Red Dead or God of War.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man, for the amount you're putting in. I understand you're trying to say, like, it's not about getting it. It's about do I try to get the Slim or the reissue and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll see with that, man. How much tech is in this thing?
I mean, I know I'm gonna be like, part of me is gonna be like really wanting it, but it's just way too much, and there's still so much to play on the PS4.
So it said the high-end system could contain more memory and could optimize game using cloud technology.
Because the amount of memory they're offering is pretty sad. I mean, it's like, dude, you gotta give us a little more, because those games are gonna take up so much.
Mm-hmm. So they're saying that's what the main thing would be. So this system already, I think, supports 8K. So I don't know how much more you could get it.
They said something about they're trying to ramp up production or something just to make
Yeah.
sure there's enough. They won't release it until they know there's going to be enough. They don't want a shortage.
They don't want to announce the pre-orders until they know that they have a decent amount to make more people happy this year.
Yeah.
And the pre-orders, I think the announcement's going to happen this month in August. So
Oh, really?
we'll see how that goes. And
They also said it won't be
supposedly
like
we
a
might get the
surprise
price
drop or anything like that. They said they'll give everybody enough time to know
Yeah.
when it is going down. So
So it might
We're
happen
saying-
today. It might happen today. Or it might not today. It might happen this month.
this month, yeah.
So if no one else has any other input, Sonny, do you want to say another news that you got?
My news that I got, sure. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. We're up.
Excuse me. So the original creator of the X-Men animated series has been talking to Disney about getting a revival happening of the show, bringing all the original, try to get as many voice actors as they can from the original show and doing all that for like a one-shot series with the
She's
show.
trying to pull a Clone Wars.
Yeah, kind of like, hey, let's see how the character's doing now after all these years, I guess, and newer, updated graphics and everything.
Yeah.
Looks smoother and better. So yeah, I mean,
Man, we're talking about what, 30 years?
Yeah, I mean, good X-Men's never a bad thing. So I mean, if it can kind of take the good writing and kind of again update the animation, make it a little more smooth and fluid.
Yeah,
I'm in.
No, of course, man. You know I'm in. I used to love that show. I used to remember. You guys remember going to Pizza Hut and getting the VHS from the like if you get a pizza and something, it comes with the VHS.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. And it was only like one episode or something like that.
Yeah, you get like one or two, maybe one. Yeah.
Oh, I had VHS of X-Men. I never knew where they came from.
So I kept begging every time. Like my mom's like, "What do you want to eat?"
Oh,
Pizza Hut.
yeah.
Pizza Hut. Why Pizza Hut? Just go to Pizza Hut, damn it.
Holy crap, you blew my mind. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, man. I just remember being so damn happy. I was like, she would just hand everything to me. I'm like, yeah, there's a VHS in here. But I already saw the episodes, but I didn't care. I just wanted to rewatch them and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But man, yeah, I was actually watching a couple episodes, random episodes the other day, and it still holds up, man. Like I was saying right now, I mean, it's almost 30 years old.
Yeah. Is it?
That's really old.
Oh, yeah.
It's 20,
Did you get
28 maybe years old?
It's close to 30, yeah.
It's old, and it still is great. I mean, the voice acting was good. Wolverine's voice, it was good, man.
Yeah.
The writing, like you said, they did draw inspiration from the comics, but they also kind of went their own way a little bit. Like they took the idea, and just kind of made their own episodes.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the Wolverine Sabretooth one with the Alaskan village.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. That's when I was doing the shot, the Wolverine versus Sabretooth shot. I was like, all right, I need inspiration here. I need to watch the episode.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. I don't remember these VHSs. I'm looking them up.
Oh yeah.
It's not the ones I thought.
He's a liar.
Was this the actual show?
Yeah, that was the actual show.
Yeah, I remember those, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was just so cool, man. Like all you had to do was buy like I don't even know if it was a kid's meal or what it was, but you just you just roll up and they give it to you, man, in the window.
Here you go. Get the hell out of here.
I'm like,
they had a drive-through? Pizza Hut had a drive-through?
I remember this, dude. Yeah, they had like a drive-through or something. I'm looking them up. I mean, they were like black boxes, and then has some cool artwork in the middle.
Creator's Choice 1 and 2.
Creator's Choice. Yeah, I don't remember that part, but yeah, I was just happy.
Yeah.
I was like, man, look at this, man. Oh, this is cool. I see the. I know everybody can't see this, but if you just type in Google Pizza Hut X-Men VHS, you could see that for $2.99, you get this cool little box with a personal pizza, and it has the X-Men on the front. and then you get your little VHS, and you get a little kids cup with X-Men logos and graphics all over it. So best $2.99 ever, man. Right there.
What did you type in? X-Men, Pizza Hut, what else?
I typed Pizza Hut X-Men VHS.
Yeah,
You
check
want me to
it
share
out.
my screen real quick?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right, I'll show.
Yeah, I mean, they used
let
to
me know
do
if
that
you
stuff all the time with stuff, just.
So here's the little package you would get, and this was like pure heaven, man. Like I was just so happy when I got this.
Mm-hmm. I kind of miss those little days where, like, like, oh, get these
So simple, so happy.
get these Disney cups, or these
Yeah.
VHS tapes and comic books and games from
That's
here
cool.
and there.
Like a freaking, they don't put this kind of effort in anymore.
No, they're all
The
lazy.
VHS and the freaking, look at this cool box with your pizza. They know you're gonna throw it out, but hey, man, throw the X-Men on the front of it.
I'm pretty sure some kept it and be like, this is going
$3, $3. This is probably like $50 on eBay. Like pepperoni X-Men box, $49.99 with the VHS. But yeah, I'll be happy with looking at the picture.
Can you scroll down just a little bit? I want to say the where I have it on my phone. Keep going a little bit.
Okay.
Do they show the pizza?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I see the pizza box, but that's it.
There was one where, man, there's one here that shows the pizza.
And they put like the pepperoni in the shape of an X-Men. No, I don't know.
Google search real quick.
What is it?
Google search Pizza Hut Goof Troop.
Goof Troop.
Use type.
Like Goofy? Disney Goofy?
There's
Like
the
this?
pizza.
Oh, okay. Man, look at that pizza. That looks good though. For $3?
I knocked that back real quick.
Yeah. 1993. What was I? 4, 5, 6. I was 7 years old.
Oh, man.
Very happy to receive that box.
I was 2 years old.
Well, yeah, man. We're 5 years apart.
I know. I always forget how many part of the years we are actually.
But after a certain time, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, because sometimes I thought it was 2, sometimes I thought it was 10. I don't know.
Yeah, with my old ass.
The Goofy movie came out
hey, man,
in
they don't. Oh yeah, 1993. Yeah, it must have been. I thought it was later, like 96.
I thought it was like 95. Yeah, 95, 94.
Like they don't put this effort no more, man. Like all these ridiculous. Like I'm now at the stage where I have to buy these meals for the kids, and they don't do anything. They just give you the toy, and usually like it's not even the one advertised, or it's the same. They both are the same one, or the undesirable one you get. And they're just cheap little garbage. Nobody's gonna give you a VHS or a DVD or anything.
No. Shit, I remember back in the day, we'd be like, hey, what toys do you have in stock? Can I see them up front? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Which one do you want? That one. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Oh, they do that now.
Kind of.
This X-Men thing, man, I was so happy with that. I really want them to bring back. What would be cool, man, is if Pizza was like, "Hey, bro, you remember that deal we had back in the day? Can we do another one? We'll give cards or something away."
It'd probably be like 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or like a DVD or something.
Of course, now
like
it'd be freaking $9.99 or $11.99 or something. $3. What a great deal.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that goes through, man, because they have the license now, so why not?
Yeah.
Sure. But they might want to do. They might not want to bring it back. They might want to just do a brand new series and do a big thing on that.
Sure.
Merchandise and 5 seasons and all that. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? That would probably kick up subscriptions a little bit for at least a month.
Yeah. Looking at this ad here, I probably saw it in a comic book or something, because they put the little ad here that says exclusively at Pizza Hut, you can get this and that and the other with any pizza.
Offer you more than a piece of the pie.
That's hilarious. Exclusively. All right, man.
All right.
Thanks for the trip down memory lane. Hopefully that show comes back. It'd be pretty cool. But the key is you got to keep the actors, though. Because if everybody sounds different, it's like, well, why'd you do this? You should have just started a new thing.
Yeah. So like I said, we'll see where we go from there. If there's more updates, you'll definitely hear it first. Well, not here first, but you'll hear it from us
Eventually.
on a Sunday.
All right, man. Who's got
So
some news?
what's our next piece?
You want me to go?
Sure. Do
They have Microsoft announced that xCloud. It's been in beta for quite a while. I think since like November of last year, and I did try it out, and it actually worked pretty well. I think it was free back then, but now it's going to come to a little bit wider audience. But it is Android only. So if you have an Android phone or tablet, you can join in on xCloud. It's $15 a month, and it includes Game Pass. So anything on Game Pass you can stream via xCloud. And I believe they what they do is your first month is $1, and then your next month is $15. So if you want to try it for the dollar for the month, and if you hate it, just cancel it. I mean, you didn't buy any special hardware for it. You just basically tried it out, and you didn't like it. You didn't like it. So, like I said, it was working pretty good. This gives you access to everything as far as all the Microsoft games, so you can get like the Master Chief Collection, you could play the Gears of War collection, whatever's on Game Pass, and you can use controllers. So if you have Xbox controllers, I think you could even pair a DualShock and use that. So
That's
a
cool.
lot of flexibility there. That might be like we were talking about this, I think last week or the week before. I said I sold my Xbox, and if anything, the way I would come back to Microsoft is xCloud.
Mhm.
And it might be kind of like with streaming, right? Like you guys maybe like we sometimes sign up for Funimation and then we cancel it because we're just not using it. But maybe if the mood strikes, we'll sign up for a month and then cancel it, and then just sign up when you're going to use it. And like if you get the itch, right, to play Halo, maybe the new Halo comes out and it's on Game Pass, you want to try it. So that might be a way to try it. That is September 15th. That is launching.
Okay, so like a month and handful of days. Cool.
Yeah. So that is something for people out there.
What's your guys' level on getting the new Xbox? Is it fair at all, or
What do you mean fair?
nothing? Like, is it like no? Meaning, is it there that you want to get? Is there
not at
any wanting to get the? Yeah, not me.
I'm
Especially
xCloud, dude. I would go with that, man.
especially everything that they're doing, where they're expanding the life of the Xbox X that's out right now, and the regular Xbox One.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking.
The way Halo
entertaining.
looks.
Yeah, I'm not entertaining the idea of even buying a new system from them.
Mhm.
That most definitely will be like a slimmed down version or anything like that in the future if I do get
They
one.
might be, they might be the ones ruling the streaming wars, and then they have their console. I don't know. That might be their angle. Seems like there was even a rumor for a long time that they would offer the streaming on the Switch.
Yeah,
Which I don't think would happen, but I mean, if it did, probably be pretty big for them.
I think it can happen, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it could, but I think Nintendo would see a decrease in sales.
Okay, are you good with that? You want to add any more to it?
I'm pretty good on that.
All right, so I'm gonna start opening up the can of. Actually, you know what? I'll leave that one. I'll leave. How many more news do you got, Sonny?
They're like 3, depending on who says it first. But yeah, I got like 3 or 4.
So we have Mulan on everybody's. Everyone brought up Mulan, so let's leave that one for last and kind of have that one lead us into the nerd outs. If it's not Mulan related, how many articles do you have left, Sonny?
I got 3.
3. How about you, Frank?
I got 2.
Okay, let's. So I'm gonna go with one without Mulan. Then we'll go into the Mulan thing.
All right,
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson buys out the XFL out of bankruptcy with partners. So I believe him and partners spent $15 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And is that what to like help them like pay off their debts or something, and then just own them?
basically.
Okay.
Yes.
It was him and his ex-wife that bought the XFL.
Hmm.
And well, currently I don't know if the deal's going to go completely through unless it has, because some organization tied with the XFL said that's too low to pay off anything to finish and to buy it, sell it for. We think we can get more. So
Hmm.
I don't know how, because I know he bought it like earlier this week, and then there was an article saying that I guess I forgot, like the player union or the something association for XFL was like, hold on, 50 million is too low. We want more, so let's try to block it. So I don't know if it's official yet, but yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah, and I mean, he could easily be like, "Well, that's it. No, I'm good.
Sure.
You can go ahead and drown for all I care." But he seems like he's enthusiastic about this or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it went through because there was a lot of articles saying
Didn't
he's excited for it and what he has what he has as an idea for it. So
didn't he do some like advertisements for it? Like he was in commercials for it, like way back when like it first started coming out that the XFL was a thing.
like the original XFL,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like
That,
maybe the original
that's got to
one,
be like what 2000 or something.
ish, maybe
It's-
2002, whenever
I
the
mean,
original one.
you guys are the sports guys. Do you guys care? I mean, what have you ever cared about the XFL? Could you care about it, and what would make you care about it?
well, for me, I think I was a little too young when it first came out, because I was like,
2001, it just looked.
it was like, oh, look, they have like weird names on the back of their shirts, and that looks stupid. So I didn't really care.
And like
But
loud uniforms and stuff.
it's not even that. I don't know. It felt cheap, like it
Yeah.
just the way, because Vince McMahon obviously was like, I want to do something different for the NFL.
I was
Wait, are
looking
you
at
talking
this
about
right
this
now.
XFL, Sonny? Or are you talking about the original
I think
launch?
the original he's talking about.
Yeah, the first one I didn't really care for. This new version of it, I was into it before it got canceled, because there was no football. Obviously, there's not much going on in the sports world. So it kind of like filled that gap. Now, a lot of players are terrible in there, because there are a lot of amateur guys that couldn't make it
Mm.
the
And
tryouts.
they might be like old or something.
Yeah, but I mean, it was still fun. It was just cool to watch. If they continue with that model of like, we'll fill the time between like major sports, or like, hey, we'll maybe you know like fill the time between basketball and football or whatever. No, I won't invest a lot of time and effort, but yeah, because I mean Chicago doesn't have a team, so it is what it is.
So my buddies and I really liked it, especially when the first couple games came on. They were actually really good games and very competitive games. And what Sonny says, yeah, they're almost amateurs. They didn't really make the NFL in the first try, but you don't really see that because everyone is on the same level for the most part. And the people that do stick out, XFL or the NFL, they might sign them a little bit later on when their contract's up. But what was sad about the XFL is that on this launch is how the coronavirus basically put it out of its misery early on. So
Mm.
it didn't really have a time to grow, and I think this time it was growing, and it was going to be something special. I had friends who want to go down to Missouri to watch I forgot what their team was called, but wanted to watch XFL for them, and
Oh,
I
really?
didn't go, but because it canceled by the time. But that's how big it was. So yeah, I'm happy he bought it, man. I'm happy he bought it. I'm happy it gets another life.
Yeah,
And
why not, man?
yeah, and it's going to be in the part where they're smart, where it's not competing the NFL. Because if it was going to compete with the NFL, it was never going to have a chance.
Do they
Um,
play like off season when the NFL isn't playing, or how does
yeah,
that work? Hmm.
like kind of right when the NFL ends, maybe a week or two after is the XFL.
Yeah.
And then there is still arena football. I don't know when that season takes place, but technically there is arena football, which is indoors, and it's a
Uh,
Oh,
little bit
right.
it's a little
Didn't
bit shorter
I got a
garbage.
question. Do you
Didn't that
think
MC
that the lack of betting abilities is hurting the like the XFL from being anything because people they won't play what is it called? I'm so stupid. What is what is it called when you guys play fantasy? Nobody
Oh,
is gonna play XFL fantasy. Nobody's gonna bet on XFL. Like, do you think
Well,
those
they'll bet.
things hurt
They will.
it
yeah, they'll
at all?
bet on it. Fantasy, I think fantasy is just a product of how big the NFL is,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of help each other. And that's fantasy came from how popular NFL was, but also now it's football is so big because of fantasy. That's why people like it so much. I don't think that has anything to do with XFL. I don't think the XFL is trying to overtake the NFL.
Well,
It's not doing that. It's just trying
because
to
it
find.
can't.
Yeah, it can't. It's trying to find
Right.
another need for those people who really, really love football
Yeah,
and
totally.
don't want to see maybe like tailored football like what we see here for the
Mhm.
NFL, but still just want to have fun old school football, and that's what you get from the XFL.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody could come up with something, or I mean, even just that The Rock is attached, his name is big enough that it could give it a jump that it
Yeah,
needs.
but don't get it wrong, especially in Illinois now that betting's legal.
Hmm.
Betting is going to help it, so we'll see
Yeah.
how much it does help it.
Yeah.
oh, it does. And just take it back off there real quick. Arena Football actually declared bankruptcy last year, so they're done.
Mm.
Oh, are they done?
Yeah, but we do have the legendary football league still, which is the all women's full contact league, which is actually
I
pretty
don't
fun to
even know
watch.
what that is.
Arena football, I went to a few games. That was fun. I want to go to the league stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean that gives it the XFL coming after NFL, like Manny said, it helps because we still kind of have that itch for some football a little bit still, and that kind of like fills that void.
It was
And
around for 3 decades, and
yeah,
he's right. They filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in 2019.
yeah, very excited. I usually like it, so I had the game, but yeah. So we'll see what the Rock does with it, and we'll see what they can do. So to the future.
All right, Sonny, you go.
Let's go with this one. So the creators of John Wick, they are coming together to make a American remake of The Man from Nowhere. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this movie or not, but this was probably came out after Taken, so people are like, oh, this is the the Asian version of Taken. Yes and no. It's a lot darker. The action's more gritty and it definitely like puts a wince in your face, especially there's like a one knife fight towards the end that just feels pretty real. This is a
Yeah.
Korean film, so if you know
Hmm.
anything about those films, is oof, it's dark, it's depressing. People are going to die in horrible ways. So
The Man from Nowhere, right? That's what it's
yeah,
called.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think I tried to watch it a very long time ago on a Netflix, but I don't think I finished it. It was a little slow, right? Like the first third of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I will say it is. I mean, I didn't think it was slow because I was kind of interested in what was going on screen, but
Sure.
yeah, it could definitely be interpreted as slow, and some people might be turned off by that. But with the remake, I don't know what kind of direction they're going to go with. If they're going to be like, hey, this is just a John Wick-esque film without him in it, or if it's going to lean towards more of the original, of give you this like heavy story with a lot of character that has this kind of polarizing action in it.
Is it a US remake or is it gonna be a Korean remake?
U.S. remake
Okay.
because
Okay.
the Korean version's already made. That's the original.
I thought they were. I guess does Korea, or maybe not just Korea, but Asian cinema, do they typically cannibalize their own stuff and remake it? the way, like, for example, the RoboCop remake from like what 2013 recently,
Mm.
like in the U.S. I mean, do they like remake their own crap?
Certain franchises will live longer probably than they should have. I know, like
Hmm.
Infernal Affairs, I think has like 3, 4 films.
Yeah, yeah,
The Departed is based off the first one.
yep.
But no, I think typically they kind of do like a series of things. So like like a director will do like 3 type of movies with a certain topic or kind of idea for like maybe vengeance or stuff like that. But like maybe the horror stuff tends to be like, hey, let's make a couple more of these and see what happens. But the dramas and like these type of action films like this tend to just kind of be one and done. So
Hmm. But I mean, it's gonna be bastardized for lack of a better term. Are you excited for this, or are you bringing it up because you like the 2010 and you hope the U.S. can do something interesting, or like what's your
yeah,
take? What's your angle on that?
I mean these 2 directors definitely understand action, so
Hmm.
I have no problem with that they're going to be able to pull off some good action scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing is I want to know if they're gonna like lean into that depressing kind of state of the story, or if they're gonna like lighten it up a little bit, or kind of like hold back a bit. That's one of my concerns because uh, uh, Hollywood is very off put by, hey, let's not be too dark here.
Yeah.
We still gotta make money, and this isn't going to be an indie production, so I won't say I'm maybe weary of what they're going to do with it, but at the same time, they kind of bought my trust to be able to be like, well, there's a good chance that this could actually be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, and if worst case, I mean, what I always say is you could ignore it and just stick with the old other
Right.
one.
Yeah.
Normally, the American remakes aren't that great. I mean, I
Yeah.
still have Old Boy bad taste in my mouth, and that doesn't
Oh
compare to the original.
my God.
Um,
Very close. Yeah.
so I'm not really looking
I
forward to this. The
forgot
only
it
thing,
exists, that movie.
yeah, dude, the only
I
thing
erased it.
that, and really the only reason why I thought Sonny brought it up is because I mean it has the people that know about John or that did John Wick.
Hmm.
So I mean that's the only kind of positive in that story. Normally, U.S. doesn't know how to remake
Yeah.
a an Asian film
And I get
like that.
worried
So
about
we'll
name
see.
dropping because it's like, yes, these people are great. Yes, they understand, but is this movie going to be good?
Yeah,
I guess we'll see.
We
yep,
shall.
we'll see. Indeed, I'm done with news. Frank, if you want to say your other one that's non
Yeah,
Mulan.
and my last one. I actually have two more. I don't know if you guys were talking about Rocksteady, but
Nope.
No.
um,
Man, I missed that one. Ah, that was a pretty good one too.
I got two, and one of them's quick. The other one's Rocksteady. So the other one is Vader Immortal. It's gonna come out for PSVR on August 25th.
Nice.
I'm interested in it. I've been wanting to play this. I think it came out on PC VR platforms probably like last year.
Hmm.
And yeah, man. I mean, I want to play with lightsabers and the Force in VR, so I'm gonna definitely
Did
check it
you
out.
like Iron Man VR? Did you ever
Yeah,
buy
I,
it?
I got up to the fourth chapter. I haven't
Hmm.
finished it, but I am having fun with it. It's definitely fun. I just have not finished it. I haven't gotten back to it.
Okay. Okay.
But I will say $40 is a little bit much for that game. And
What you're playing?
Vader, I think is originally it was released in chapters. So I don't know if they're going to do the same thing here or bundle all chapters and make you pay upfront for all three.
I think it's gonna be a bundle.
I think so because it's already done. So
Yeah.
before it was chapters, which I hate because it's like, okay, $10 for an hour, and then it's like I gotta wait 6 months for the next hour, and I hate that kind of stuff.
Right.
So on one hand it's cheaper, but you're left wanting more for 6 months, and that really sucks. So I will pick it up. I mean, it kind of depends on the price and what other things I have going on. The Avengers comes out, I believe, a week after that, so I don't know if I'm gonna have time. And like I said, it depends on price and all that.
Right.
But I will eventually get it, and I'll tell you guys about it.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Cool. Very cool. So, I think my last story. I think me and you have it. I had the same thing, so we'll just kind of go over that now. Um, John Wick 4 and 5, as of
Mhm.
right now, moving forward, will be shot back to back.
Yes,
Feelings,
sir.
thoughts?
The good old Matrix.
And what was he? He was already in production on that, right? When everything stopped.
Ooh.
I
John
think
Wick,
I was
I
reading
believe he
that.
was.
No, I was reading that Matrix was already in production.
Oh yeah, that
He
was
was on set already.
100%. Yep, 100%.
Okay. So I mean, I'm glad that they are gonna do that so that it's not 3 years between 4 and 5.
Mhm.
But 3 really man, I was thinking that was a conclusion, not that there's 2 more movies. I didn't understand that. Like I was like, there's 2 more movies? I was like, I thought this is the end, like number 3. So I was very confused when I left number 3, but of course I did enjoy the action and everything.
Yeah.
Uh,
Number three, we talked about this before. Number three is definitely the weakest of the three, for me
yes,
at least.
despite the amazing action that they had in that movie, but
Yeah.
yeah, the story was like weird to me. So, but I mean, of course, man, 4 and 5, I'm down. I don't care. Make them, back to back, year after year.
Just do
I'm down for that.
Now
Keanu's a busy man.
he is.
Cyberpunk, Matrix 4, John Wick 4 and 5, Bill and Ted.
Oh, that's
He's
right.
he's
Yeah.
got an action figure. Man, what the hell, man? He's a vampire. He's immortal.
He's a busy little buddy. But yeah, no, I'm
Well, when do you think we'll see that movie? Probably 2022 for number 4.
probably. That's probably
Yeah.
my guess. Here
And
you
John
go.
Wick
Yeah,
3 was already what, 2019?
yeah, we're also busy preparing
Yeah,
this
I think so.
next John Wick.
Oh,
Number 4 slated for 2022 Memorial Day weekend.
2022. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully by then the theaters are open up and the world is no longer, sick.
Hey, man. Yeah, so it was successful. Number 3 made a lot of money based on its budget.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, more John Wick. I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
And then Frank, you had one about what was the other news topic?
The other one is
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady released an image, I believe, on social media not saying anything. They just posted a picture, and it's Superman turned around. You could see his profile, and then there's a target on his head, and it says Suicide Squad, and that's it. So I guess the rumor that I talked about probably like 5 weeks ago by now, when they were buying up, like website domains, said something about Justice League kills, or no, Suicide Squad kills Justice League or something like that. Might have some valid statements there. So we'll probably learn more about this sometime this year. I really don't know when. But finally, I mean, Rocksteady hasn't made a game
August 22nd.
for 4 years now.
Yeah, August 22nd is when we find out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Rocksteady Studios just put, we're going to get it from DC Fandom, which is what they're going to use as like the San Diego Comic-Con of this year, where they reveal some stuff. So August 22nd, and it says in the tweet, target locked on, and it shows Suicide Squad, and yeah, you see Superman there. What's his profile?
You guys excited or not really?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I am, because I trust Rocksteady.
Yep.
But I just don't know what this is. What
Don't
are
bet
you
on
gonna are you gonna play as a Justice League, or are you gonna play as a Suicide Squad? What's going on here? But August 22, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean,
do I wish this was a Batman game? Yes. Am I disappointed that it's Suicide Squad and Justice League? Not really, because it's mainly Rocksteady and their track record. So
Yeah, I guess maybe they're tired of making these. Arkham Knight was 2015, so We are
Yeah.
5 years from that game, so they've been working on this for 5 years.
Oh,
Five
boy.
time, five time, five time. Had to bust out the Booker T here for that announcement, but yeah, man, I mean, 5 years. They really have built this, I think, from the ground up. I'm hoping it comes to both previous consoles and new, not just new consoles, but we'll see.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, just right at the top of my head, I'm already thinking of the was it the Tower of Babel or the Babylon storyline?
hmm
That's already popping in my head.
Or
But
Batman has like plans to take down the Justice League and stuff like that.
yeah, that'd be really cool.
It would
There's
be
a lot of again, not knowing anything about it, just speculating that there's a lot of possibility here for something really fun and
Mhm.
maybe even different than what they usually done. So pretty
Yeah.
excited. Can't wait.
Hey man, I'm down. I mean, Rocksteady has all of our like goodwill basically, so
No Batmobile.
pretty ambitious what they did. I mean, with Arkham, that one was not open world, of course, but when Arkham City came, man, that was like they really expanded on that.
Beautiful piece of game.
But yeah, we'll see about this game. I just want to bring
Anyone
it up because
else?
I'm dying for that announcement.
Anyone else have news that isn't Mulan?
Nope,
Nope.
not me.
Let's go into Mulan then. So Disney Plus finally announces, and they I guess caved in, is that Mulan is going to be released on Disney Plus. But there's a catch, and that catch is you have to pay $29 to access the premium stuff. Premium meaning any movie that's in theater and stuff like that. So what do you guys think about this news?
I think last week we said it was
5,
and it turns out to be $29.99, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was already out at 25. I don't want to go in 30.
Man, I was out at 20, bro.
Because I think the plan was to rent it, but now they're saying, "Oh, pay a one-time fee. You can watch as many times as you want, but you still got to pay $30 to watch it." And I don't see
Yeah.
watching it more than I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times
Once?
because they had the animated version for the kids. So
No Mushu?
No Mushu on this one.
Yeah.
$30.
So
I know they got to recoup, of course, but
yeah, but that's a lot.
I think they're gonna get more response than they think, but I'm not gonna contribute to it.
So I think where it's going to go, I think it's going to be an extra $29. You know what? Never mind. I would say an extra $29, and then you get access to all the movie stuff that's going to come out. But never mind. That doesn't make sense to do.
Yeah, I think
never.
So, but there was I got this from movieweb.com. They said Disney did a poll for subscribers saying, "Hey, are you willing to pay $30 to see Mulan?" And according to their numbers, 85% responded no to purchasing Mulan for $29.99. Now that doesn't speak for general audience people who might pay was it 30, let's say $36.99 or $37 because they would have to pay for the subscription and pay the 30 to watch it. Some might do it. I don't know if they're gonna make as much as they think they're gonna make, or maybe they only need to sell a quarter of what they thought to make some kind of money back. But yeah, this is just, I don't know, man. I mean, this is Disney just going with Disney. We're gonna buy it.
Go back to that. What did they do? They polled.
Yeah.
Their people. You sure this came from Disney?
Where was this poll?
Because I feel like Disney would have done this poll in secret before they even announced this news. If it's a website, I get that part.
They might have done a secret and a public one. That's possible.
But you get me? I feel like this would have happened before they announced this news. Because apparently,
I remember the poll was a long time ago.
Disney thinks that there is a market here, and that's why they're doing it this way.
Yeah.
What I kind of come from this, I think this is going to evolve. Now, let's say this was a $30 subscription, and you got to see all the latest movies forever. Would you do that? if it's a subscription.
But like, what
Not
latest
just a
movies do they
one-time.
really have?
Like, let's say all the MCU movies, like all the everything Disney.
Yeah, but they kind of
I
space
wouldn't.
out where, yeah, because like what? Because like they come out through. Because again, like I think at the lower end they were doing like 2 or 3 Marvel movies a year. Is that really worth? I mean, some
30
people.
a month we're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. You're talking about 30
Hell
a
no.
month for like
No,
2.
so that poll was ran by comicbook.com and
Uh-huh.
by Variety.
How
I
many
can't
responses were on that?
I don't know. Basically, it was close to 85% that voted no. So it wasn't Disney's poll because I feel like that would be suicide. And that's the
$30
part that
bucks.
but I don't know if it is suicide. There's a lot of people out there. I know on my Facebook, some people are saying yes to it, and that
I think a
they're
lot of people are gonna do it, man.
Yep, a lot of people are going to do it. Now,
I
for
really
me,
do.
Mulan, this movie never caught my attention, so I probably wasn't ever
Same here,
going to
man.
do it. But I don't know. I think this is going to evolve into something else where you pay $7 for Disney Plus, then you pay $30 for Disney Plus, but you get all the releases in theaters. I think that's where this whole thing might evolve to. Would you guys do that?
No,
No.
not at all. There's not enough releases.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's just not enough.
You get all the Star Wars, you get all the MCU stuff, you get all the Pixar stuff.
30 times 12 is $360 a year to watch like what, 5,
Like
6
what,
movies?
5 movies? Yeah.
How much money are you going to spend every time you want to see those movies individually with the kids?
$30. So, well, that's the thing.
If you're going to go to the theaters.
They're not all kid movies, though.
But most
They're
of
only
those,
interested in 1 out of 5.
So that even makes it even better. We're going to go see the new Star Wars movies. We're going to go see the new MCU movies.
Yeah.
We're constantly going to spend $15 there. You know? Why not spend $30 a month where we're probably, if there's a couple more Disney movies that come out, maybe there's a Pixar movie and then there's a Pixar movie that comes out in a month. That pays for itself right there.
Under that idea, there has to be at least 1 a month, and I don't think they can fill that.
No.
They might try to be like, oh, we'll give you a Disney original, but
hold on, it's $30 and you get all those movies for life, plus you get
as long as you keep your $6.99 subscription.
No, as long as it's going to be a $30 subscription now, not a $6.99.
Oh, okay.
This is where I think it's going to go. I think the $6.99 is going to be base, and then if you want to access
like a premiere subscription or something,
premiere subscription, you get all of Disney Plus. Plus, you get
bastards. They are going to.
Hey, you can go back to the first 2 episodes. I said that this was probably going to happen. Well, this
we talked about this a long time ago. How much? And we asked ourselves, how much are we going to pay to get a movie?
Waiting for them to pull the rug out, and here they go. They're going to start pulling the rug out.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's something we've already been asking for. We asked this before in the theaters. How much would you pay for a movie instead of going to the theaters?
Mm-hmm.
You would pay to watch at home. I think most of us. I don't think we ever came up with a price point because we like going to the theaters, but we are slowly changing to a post-pandemic life where we're not going to be comfortable going to these movie theaters.
And I'm not going to open.
Yeah, I'm not even going to. I'm not going to risk going to see Black Widow, even though I want MCU in my life.
Yeah.
That's not going to get me into the movie theater.
Oh, hell no.
But what if this changes to a $30 subscription? And I don't have all the Disney releases in me, but I think they could fill. I think Disney comes out with more than 12 movies a year in general.
Maybe now, yeah. I mean,
well, they own everything.
They own everything.
New Mutants and, whatever else they want to release.
I mean, honestly, for me, it's a case-by-case basis because, like, I'm like, because again, like, a lot of movies we tend to like, but like, if we take, because again, it's not Disney, we're following it's the Marvel characters, it's what they made. So, like, I'm not inclined to spend, I don't really go see the animated films in theaters because I don't want to be that weirdo in the back. We're like, what's that grown-ass man doing back there? But, like, Marvel, yeah, like, because I didn't see Ant-Man 2 and Ant-Man 2 in theaters. There's a couple I didn't see in theaters. I was obviously way more excited for certain ones than others. Like I just, I think like Stubbs Premiere or something like that. It's like, hey, you pay a flat rate, you can see so many movies in a month, and it's not just a studio or a maker. That I always like that idea, because again, Disney. I mean, again, like we have to look at the numbers and do a little research, but I don't know how much they put out a year. Like at the height, what they put out, and what the low point that they put out. Because again, like $30 a month adds a lot if they can't cover, like, give you enough entertainment. That's like half of a PlayStation 4 in one, PlayStation 5 in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So let me
watch a couple films.
Let me put this: you guys felt like there's not going to be enough titles to come out for it to make sense of the 30. In 2019, they came out with 19 movies.
Dang.
So that is more than a movie a month. And 19? Sometimes you got a couple movies. So like you got Captain Marvel that came out March 8th. Then Dumbo came out March 29th. The little stuff like Penguins, that documentary came out. Avengers Endgame, we all heard about that movie. Didn't make Sonny's list for the year, but it came out in April. So right there alone, and then you got another one, Token. Oh, that was from Fox Searchlight. So I think it can. I think this is all going to grow into. You could get the $6.99 subscription, get the base stuff, or you could buy us. You could pay for a subscription monthly, and you get access to those movies. We'll see. I don't know. I think that's too bold, but I could see where might be going.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they are probably preparing for a world where they might have to do that.
And those 19 movies include Fox movies too. It looks like. I'm just looking through this list: Fox, Pixar movies, and Walt Disney movies. So yeah.
I'd just rather do a la carte because out of 19, I'm willing to watch 3.
I don't think you are looking at this movie. Looking at this list, dude. I think you saw more than 3. I'll send this list to you. Yeah. Okay. Because automatically,
I might be wrong.
So did you saw Endgame?
Yes,
did you ever see Dumbo?
I did, eventually.
Okay. And then you saw Captain Marvel. That's already 3. I called out.
$90 versus $360. So you got to bring up my value here.
Did you watch Aladdin?
Which one?
Aladdin, the live action?
No, I watched pieces of it when it's on.
Did you watch Dark Phoenix?
I did.
That's 4.
Okay.
Toy Story 4?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Okay. The kids love that movie.
Yep.
5. I don't think we saw Stuber. Did you see the remake of Lion King?
Yes, I did.
6. I don't think you saw The Art of Racing in the Rain, right?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Okay.
No.
Ready or Not?
What is that? Ready or Not?
They just get married. Sonny knows what it is. Ready or Not? The movie.
Yeah, but that would be before the deal, though, right?
But it's Fox.
Why am I so dumb?
The deal. So
I think I did. Oh yes, I did see that. I enjoyed that movie.
Okay, so that's 7. Ad Astra.
No, I started recently watching. I didn't like it.
Okay, well you started watching it, so that's now
true.
8. Woman in the Window.
No.
Maleficent.
Recently, yeah, like last week.
9. Ford versus Ferrari.
I did. I enjoyed that one.
10. Frozen 2. 11.
Yes.
You don't even have to say yes to that. Star Wars. Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, of course, yeah, I saw it.
We're 12 already, bud. So, and then the other one stuff. So like, yeah.
Is that a typical year though? I mean, they don't always have that many.
Yeah. I think now that it's Fox, yeah, more could fall under Disney Plus now. Now it has to make sense for it to show up on the Disney Plus format, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but again, like if you take the Fox stuff out of it, and a couple
but you can't. Like they own them.
You can't.
They can do their own thing with it because maybe hey, here's a Fox subscription for an extra $4 a month. You get this, or extra $5 a month. You get access to like maybe not kid friendly stuff.
They would shoot themselves in the foot doing that.
So I think
Plus is
those.
like mainly again like kid friendly stuff. Like even the Mandalorian is not like considered like might be intense for some kids, but that's for like teenagers and up. Like it's their family friendly thing.
But I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure those movies I called out with Frank, those are all movies that could show up on Disney Plus. If you look on Disney Plus now, there's a whole bunch of Fox stuff that you're like, oh, I didn't know this would
Yeah.
show up on Disney Plus.
And especially
But
if they have no choice.
yeah, all those movies that I called out, we could easily see on Disney Plus.
$30 a month total. We're not talking about plus $6.99 like you said.
No, I think it'll move from $6.99, and it might not be 30. Maybe it'll be $20 a month.
It might be 40.
I could see him. I could see him do it. It could be 40 with that, but
They would be crazy to do that, I think.
at 40, yeah, I think 40 might be a little crazy.
Yeah. It's a lot.
But that could instantly compete. I don't think the movie theaters would be on board, and I think that will finally shut down the movie theaters. But like I said, I'm not saying that's going to happen with Mulan. I'm saying that now the road is starting to be paved, where we're going down that avenue of
movie at home, theater at home type
that
of
was always kind of like
subscriptions.
that's always kind of my issue with Disney is the fact that they own I mean, let's be honest, they own the family market stuff. So
Yeah,
they're going to set a price. People are going to pay it because they want to.
they are.
Because again, like every new parent, oh, my kids are going to learn to read and learn the language, and we're going to always be outside. After a couple of years, sit your ass down, watch this movie, please. Shut up for like 2 hours. You know, like at a certain point, you're going to pay whatever if it's $50 a month, they're going to be like, well, if it keeps my kids happy for a little bit, I have to do it. I don't have a choice because there's nowhere else to really go to watch all this stuff. You know, so.
But it's
that's
not even that. It's expensive to go to the theaters sometimes too.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, but
it is it's much cheaper at home, but it's still, I mean, I don't know.
One movie.
I mean, 30 for one movie, that's, to me.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts. I think people will do it, and they're going to do enough.
They will.
And then after 6 months, it's going to be free with your subscription.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to be kind of weird because, yeah, I don't know. That's where it's $29 for early access. I guess that's how they should say it. $29 and you get early access to it.
Yeah.
Interesting. If they ever buy Legos, it's over. It's done. We all bow down to them. We have no choice because they own everything.
We already have. I mean, they have my childhood in a bow, wrapped up in the back closet. Marvel and
Why is it so dark?
Because it is. I'm not down for Mulan. Would I be up for a subscription in the future? Probably not. I don't know. I'm probably wrong because, like you just pointed out, there's not. They don't just have one market, man. They have the kids. They have you. They have
It doesn't even matter about us. It's about the kids. If they get your kids, it's done. It's over.
Well, it's already done. Yeah. I mean, they have Toy Story. They have this. They have that.
Like even if your kids never knew what Disney was, they're gonna go over a friend's house. They're gonna watch Toy Story.
Sure.
They're gonna watch something. Daddy, why don't we have this? Ah, shit. All right, I'll pay the $59.99 a month.
I mean, I don't let my kids go nowhere, so they're not going to nobody's house or anything like that. But I understand. Yeah, they're gonna hear about it and they're gonna be like, I want that, or I want to see that, or
But once they get your kids, it's over, man.
Well, their advertising permeates really deep, so I mean, they will eventually learn that it's something that exists and they're going to want to see it.
Oh, absolutely.
So
it's an interesting time.
Well, we'll see, but I'm not in for this, but I think enough people will be that we're going to see Black Widow in the future, and then who knows, we might see a subscription eventually.
What Black Widow is going to be very interesting. I at this point I don't think I'll pay $29. But I want MCU in my life so bad that I'm not going to toss it out and say no, 100% no right now.
And they know this.
Yeah.
They know this very well.
They're coming for you. Put you in the closet too.
They are. They're coming for your dollars.
So, yeah.
We'll see what happens here, but they have a platform now. So, and you were saying, they have the power and they know it.
They have multiple platforms. They have Hulu as well. So this does
Forgot
not
about
have
that.
to only show up on Disney Plus.
That could be the adult section or something.
Gotta pay more for Hulu now.
Oh, I already paid more for Hulu. I paid $70 for Hulu because I'm doing cable for Hulu. But they could easily add a little section there where you could start having movies on demand, movies in theaters, and then you just kind of either rent it there, kind of like what Apple does, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Disney must be stopped. So that was a good conversation, guys.
Good stuff, man.
So I mean, are we kind of in agreement that us three probably won't pay that for Mulan?
I know that I won't.
So I will not, but it's already a better deal than what Trolls was when it first came out. Because I think Trolls to rent it was $20, or Invisible Man was $20 to rent.
One-time
you did
watch.
not keep it, and you did not keep it.
If you push
This is
play, you
automatic-
have 24 hours to watch.
This is automatically a better deal. If you're already planning on keeping Disney Plus, like I think I am, and I think Frank is, that's part of it. I don't think Sonny, you pay for it. But what I was saying is that it's already a better deal, so that I'm not mad about with it. So that's why I think it's going to be a little bit more. We'll see how they advertisement. If it's early access, $29 gets you early access. That makes sense, and it's a premium because it is Disney.
Yeah, but I think they are going to see a good response to it.
Oh yeah,
even though I don't think it's worth it.
No.
I mean, let's say I love even movies I love. I watch them like twice, man. I don't watch movies like 10 times or 15 times.
Oh well, yeah, you don't.
I just don't.
I get that.
Maybe that's me, but I don't know.
Like recently, I think I paid 20 to rent a movie once. That was The Hunt. But that was because I was like, you know what? I like this movie. I think got a bad rap, so I did it. But again, it's such a case by case basis with me. It's not like again like in general like the new Shia LaBeouf movie I think is out. I think I could rent it for like $6 on Prime. I think. So that I'll check it out for because David Ayer, I'm a big fan of him. I want to see what Shia LaBeouf could do, but yeah, it kind of again it's kind of for me it's a case by case basis.
You can buy that movie at least on iTunes for $15, the tax collector, or you can rent it for $7.
Yeah, I mean for again like me, someone who still buys physical copies, like I picked up like 4 movies that I was interested in, but they're like never buy. They're like $4 or $5 each. So I said yes, please. For me, that's a lot easier. Like spend rent $7. If I like it, I'll buy it when it's on sale. Now I have it. But like flat out something I haven't seen to pay $15-$20 is a gamble. But again, depending on who's making it and all that kind of stuff, I'm willing to support certain things that I think need to be supported. But again, me not giving Disney money is not gonna hurt them whatsoever. They don't even care who I am. They're never gonna care because but for me, when I spend my money, I want to spend on something that I want to support. So
there is that.
Yeah. So we'll see.
But I don't know. They could have easily said, "Here, give us 25. You can watch it once. Want to watch it again? 25 more."
Sure.
Yeah.
So they're testing the waters. This is all Uncharted stuff, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how it unfolds.
They spent the money to research in this, and that's why I was so interested to see where that poll was actually from, because I couldn't imagine that Disney announced this and then they released the poll. Do you guys think this is a good idea? And then backtrack it. So I think Disney knows what they got right now, and I think it is going to be a success.
Oh yeah,
I think it will.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think with the exception of Dumbo, I think all their live action stuff has done gangbusters for them.
Yeah.
So
usually does.
Shall we move on to our nerd outs of the week?
Yeah, let's go ahead and nerd out.
Let's do this.
All right, man. Who wants to go?
I'll go first, I guess. Mine shouldn't take too long. Not nerding out too much and stuff. I started playing Call of Duty season 5 yesterday.
Season
It's
5.
it's double XP weekend, so that's
Oh, is it?
where I do most of
Okay, I didn't know that.
like I'm already almost like 30 on the Game Pass from
Jesus.
double XP. Well, I've had really good games, so it was good. But
Nice.
the two things I'm nerding out on 2 songs and a new podcast that I found. So the podcast I found is called Villains
Mhm.
from the Podcast Network. This is this is a pretty cool little podcast. Each episode ranges from like 35 to like 45 minutes long. It essentially takes a bad guy from a movie and kind of then equates it with like the true inspirations behind the characters and the
Mhm.
thought process what the creators wanted to come across with this character. Like the first one I ever listened to was the Xenomorph episode. And
Mhm.
it is really interesting to like listen how like what the feelings and stuff they wanted to convey when we're designing the alien, the metaphors, the meaning behind it, and how they had the general inspiration for it
Yeah.
is really cool. And then I would also recommend if you want to jump into this, check out the Stephen King episodes. He does like 4 of them. One is on the Overlook Hotel and The Shining. He talks about the Shining movie and Doctor Sleep. The second one is Annie Wilkes from Misery, The Outsider, and then the 4th episode is It. It's very interesting, and again, they're very cool, very easy episodes to jump in and out of.
Yeah.
You can easily listen to 3, 4 episodes within a couple hours and be like, wow, that felt like no time has passed at all. Um,
I listened to a couple, man, and the Xenomorph one, and then the Boba Fett one,
hmm,
and I like they pointed out some stuff that I was like, I think it's subconscious almost. Some of the reasons you like certain characters, and then he really deep dives into it, and there's a lot of not only real world historical stuff, but pop culture stuff as
mhm.
well. So it's kind of interesting. And yeah, like you were saying, uh, the the actual stuff behind the xenomorph, I never really picked up on it. I did get the fear of it and like the I guess the sentiment, but I didn't really get what they're going for, and that's always interesting to see the behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, man, I'm with you on that podcast.
Yeah. Like I said, range from 35 like 45 minutes. Great
Hmm.
listen. The guy sounds good to listen to either. He's not
Yeah,
too he's not annoying. He's not loud. He's kind of soothing, I guess, in his voice.
sure.
If that makes sense.
He's good.
Yeah. So check that out, guys, if you have time. Villains, you can do it
Villains
on Spotify. I don't know if it's anywhere else.
It's only on Spotify.
only,
Okay.
right?
So yeah,
Yeah,
so it's on Spotify.
he's done
And
everything really. He's done a lot
yeah.
of stuff. So
And yeah, check out the podcast network in general. They have a lot of different theme shows like this that are like in the same time ranges. They have like a true crime podcast and all this kind of stuff, kind of delving into these little topics. And then my 2 nerd outs on the songs, real quick. These 2 know I love country music. Everyone's listeners may not know this, but I love country. Um, I found 2 songs that I've been kind of playing on repeat, and for 2 different reasons. One is "Country Squire" by Tyler Childers, Childress, and that song is basically just him saying, "Hey, I found the woman of my life. I'm working, doing my dream, so that one day we can start a family. We can build this RV that I'm basically turning my words into 2x4s so we can have something when we're done
hmm.
and kind of like travel around together in their old age when the kids are growing up and kind of like each other in times. And it's a really upbeat song. It's really cool. And if you watch the music video, I want to say it's like animated clay style, and it looks really
Oh,
cool.
really?
And yeah, it's cool. I would check it
And
out.
who's it by again? I'm sorry.
Tyler Childress.
Okay. Okay.
Just a really nice upbeat song.
You gotta appreciate the effort into music videos, especially like claymation. I mean, that's really
Yeah,
labor intensive.
it's really cool. And then the last song is by Hardy. The song is called "Give Heaven Some Hell." I really like the song because, in general, when you hear songs about death and losing someone, it tends to be sad, and you kind of,
Yeah.
on memories that turn into sadness.
Hmm.
Hardy kind of doesn't flip on its head, but it gives a more positive vibe. It's like, hey, I know you're gone, but when I get there, hopefully you have new stories to tell me.
Hmm. So it's
He
a
kind of
hopeful
said,
song.
yeah, it's like, hey, it looks on the bright side of life, saying, hey, you're not here, it sucks, but I know you're up there looking for brand new friends, like you have done here. I hope that you get your bike and you get to go as fast as you can, and
Hmm.
have your six pack and beers, and you make new stories. So when I get there, we'll talk about it, and we'll have a cold one over it. And it's just kind of
Yeah.
a song. Just again, sometimes you want to listen to depressing songs because you're in that mood, or maybe I lost a number of people in my life from family and a couple of
Yeah.
acquaintances and stuff, from high school and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Same here.
had this kind of song just goes, hey, it sucks, but I know there's something better, and I can't wait to see you again. It's just kind of like a nice way to approach death in a way.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Pretty much the only
yeah,
way, huh?
yeah,
Um. Yeah, man. I some of the song, like sometimes I ride with you,
yeah,
and you will be playing your country stuff, and I'll say sometimes you're like, oh, I'm like, oh, what is that? Like, there's some
yeah,
good ones you got there, so I'm gonna check these out.
yeah. Check them out, guys. Yeah, so that's kind of my nerd out. Again, not too heavy on nerd out stuff this week, but I did find some stuff that I really enjoy. So
Cool.
that's that. That's my time.
All right, man. Manny, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I played a little bit of Call of Duty.
Yep.
I think I was playing with you, Frank. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
playing with you, and it was kind of fun. We had a decent match there.
Yeah.
Um,
Had a few good ones.
Other than that, that's really it. I wanna watch. I did. We did. Violet and I dove into the Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I
Did you
really like that show. I like the characters in it. I think I like season one more so far,
Mhm.
did you
just
already
because it
watch
was
season one, or you
introducing it.
jumped into season one?
No, I'm jumping into season two.
Oh,
So I
okay.
watched season one already. So
Okay.
we're catching up on season two.
Okay.
I think I like season one more just because it was different. You were learning the characters.
Mm-hmm.
This one, you're kind of fleshing them out a little bit more. I like the concept of the story, which is pretty fun. It's kind of like our show that we watch when we eat, and then after we're done eating,
Mm-hmm.
we'll watch a couple other episodes until we're tired and we want to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I think we're on episode 8, and there's 10 of them.
Dang.
So
Pretty
we're
far
almost
already.
there. Yeah, we're almost there. I left off on Hannibal, but I'm on
Mm-hmm.
the last season.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I might interrupt you guys later on if you guys boggle my memory, but
Okay.
that's it right now. Not too much. Not too much going on.
No, that's good, man. Yeah, I played Call of Duty with you. The last season pass didn't seem as good. This
Mhm.
one seems a little better. The operator that they introduced last season, I wasn't really a fan of. Didn't like the design of it, and overall, the battle pass didn't seem like I really wanted to achieve it. Like the one
Yeah.
before that, I did want to, and I think I finished. That was the first one I ever finished.
Yep.
Um, this one looks pretty good. I like the operator. The weapons look okay. The previous weapons were pretty cool. I like those. Um, but yeah, we had a couple good matches, and hopefully we can play some more. It looks like everybody's playing Call of Duty Season 5. In addition to that, based on Sonny's recommendation, I did hear about this previously before Sonny told me, but on Shudder, there's a documentary called In Search of Darkness.
Mhm.
I'm surprised you didn't actually talk about it in your Nerd Out, but this is like 4 hours long.
Yeah, I'm in the first hour, so
Yeah, man.
I couldn't talk about Nerd Out yet because I haven't seen it all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
But
ended up
yeah,
finishing it.
oh, nice.
Because yeah, I just play it in spurts, like hour here, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, hour there. And yes, I did enjoy it. There is definitely some insights that have never been really uncovered before. Maybe just to me, but if you're a super horror fan, you may already know all the information in this. I definitely did know some of it, but I think they do a good job of bouncing around enough to say, look, this is like, this was this era of horror, this is this era, this is like one phenomenon, maybe Jason Voorhees. Now here's this other phenomenon, which was Freddy, and they jump around enough to where you don't feel like, okay, shut up, like stop, stop talking about the same thing, like tell me something I don't know. So there's good analysis there. I feel like with a lot of documentaries, though, I kind of start being like, they're just saying out loud what I've already thought 100 times before, and I guess that's just the nature of that type of format. But I thought this was well made, and there's a ton of, like I said, nuggets of info. So it's a good documentary to watch. It's very long, so I would say I did enjoy it as kind of like a side thing where I'm definitely paying attention. I'm just not like watching all 4 hours at once.
Right. Yeah. Just gonna piggyback off there real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man.
The reason I was very interested in this because I've seen the 3-hour documentary on Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I saw the 3-hour one for Friday the 13th, and like it's cool to watch all those little tidbits, but it's a lot of information for one franchise.
It is.
What I really like about so far the first hour in Search of Darkness is that not only talk about the big films, but they also talk about like maybe films that like I know, maybe you don't know. Like they kind of go through like the entire like 81 to like 89 almost. It feels
really
like hey, you don't know about this movie, check it out. It's based on this, and it gives you a little bit, just enough to like get you interested. Be like, maybe I should check that out on my own.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 that I was like, ooh, I really want to watch those. Like I always saw the cover, I always heard of it, but I never watched it. Those type of things.
Yeah, because I was like, because it was cool for me too. Like again, I'm only an hour in, but like seeing like them talking about like Hotel Hell and all like I'm like, yo, it's so cheesy and stupid, but like I like unless you're a super horror fan, no one really knows. I'm like, oh, cool, they're talking about something that maybe now people can watch and be like, kind of pick up on it. Oh, like watch this old gem that you haven't seen.
Totally. And what I like is that there's movies that I've watched that I didn't super enjoy, but they give you another angle that's like, oh, I didn't think of it that way. I couldn't see past the oldness of it, the cheesiness of it, and so that kind of thing. So it brought enjoyment to stuff like that, and it points out movies that maybe you didn't watch. So it was a pretty good documentary from that perspective. Finish it up. I know you'll enjoy it. And if you haven't yet, I would watch it. It's very entertaining, and it's quick paced. Like I said, they don't spend like an hour on one thing. So
in and out.
The other thing I've been doing is I was playing the Avengers beta. I believe it started Wednesday night.
Okay.
I got in. I played like 30 minutes, and then the servers kicked me off. I think I got in like by accident for a little bit, so I was able to. So I was able to play for like 30 minutes, and then they're like, "Hey, man, get the heck off of here." But I've played about 2 hours so far, and it's really guided so far. I think they're trying to take you through. See, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing because they basically let me play a day. So I got to play as Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Widow, and Cap. So I played as all 5, and then now I'm actually getting to the part where it's after a day, and we're trying to pick up the pieces of what happened there and get the team back together. So it's gonna be kind of like when the game comes out, I'm gonna be a little bit like, oh, I already played this, It's not gonna have as much impact. So from that perspective, like I just I get annoyed by stuff like that. But I will say the biggest complaint is the camera. It doesn't work that well because it's kind of like more free. Like it doesn't follow you. Like it does follow you, but you're able to move it in stupid places where it's like I can't even see who I'm punching. So maybe they'll fix that. But it is basically what you're expecting. It's like taking those old school side-scrolling beat 'em ups and making it 3D with Avengers in 2020. That's all it is. It's not deep. It's not like anything revolutionary. But I kind of expected that going in, and I'm fine with that. I mean, that's all I want to do. I just want to run in and beat people up with the Hulk and stuff like that. Each character does play differently, and they have their own powers and all that stuff. So I am liking it so far, but I can't say that I'm loving it. So I think I'm gonna pick it up, but I need to play a little bit more. And I think the beta is going on for a couple weeks.
Okay.
So there's gonna be, like I said last week, open beta is coming, I believe, in a week or so. So if you didn't pre-order but you still want to try it, there's gonna be open beta.
Nice.
But it's definitely worth a try. The download, I believe, is 25 gigs, and you get a pretty good sizable amount of stuff to do. So
Where'd you pre-order the game, Frank?
Amazon.
Okay.
So,
And they sent me a code through their messaging system. Somehow they don't email it to you. They like send it to you, but you have to go to your account and dig in through your account inbox. It doesn't come to your email, so it's kind of stupid. But they've done it that way for a long time.
okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a dumb beat 'em up, and I am liking it. But it's like the camera's annoying and stuff like that. But
is the camera almost like how, man, what was the name of those games?
somebody unplugged my computer. Hold on.
What was the name of those games? What was the name? Oh, Marvel Alliance?
Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance.
No, because those are more like top down.
Mhm.
And this is like behind you.
Okay.
But it's
Is it like Gears kind of thing where like it's kind of like behind you, but
third person, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just that it's like really sensitive. So like if you're fighting and you move it, it might swing around like 180 degrees, and now it's like behind a wall, and it's like kind of dumb in that way. So that was annoying to me. But yeah, I mean it's pretty solid otherwise. It's fun. I mean I like smashing and beating up bad guys. They do a good job of variety, so it doesn't get boring. There's like there's low level guys, there's flying guys, there's big guys. You're fighting all kinds of stuff. Some bosses come out, so recognizable characters and things.
Nice.
It's worth playing. It's worth trying, and it's good that they're doing this because you don't have to. They could have easily said, everybody's just going to buy it blind, and if it sucks, it sucks. But at least you can try it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. Save yourself $60.
Cool. And so it sounds like you're having a decent time at it so far.
Decent time so far. I'm gonna play a little more, see how far I can go, and I know there's like a battle arena mode or something, so I might try that too.
Right.
But right now I'm kind of trying to push through the progression, the story stuff. So
Cool. So far, you're gonna keep your pre-order? Are you gonna?
right now, yes. I really enjoyed the Hulk over everyone else, and everybody has like a throw attack.
Yeah.
Or no, not a throw. Like a projectile attack.
Okay.
So Captain America, you could throw a shield. Iron Man, you can do a repulsor. Thor, you can throw the hammer. Hulk, you can like rip the ground and throw a piece of concrete.
I thought you said he just throws himself.
He has a lot of that, like where he'll slam the ground, or he'll do like an elbow drop on the ground, or then he has his gamma clap where he does the clap and everybody goes flying. Each one plays nice and different. I'm kind of curious like how it's going to open up and who you're actually going to play as throughout the game and stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun so far. I'll probably update you guys next week after I play some more.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, not bad. I would put it in the decent category.
Cool. Anything else for Nerdouts, guys, or you feel like that's good?
Not me.
I think that's it.
All right. So thank you guys for listening to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday. If you are curious where you can find us, If you want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, you can search any podcasting app, and we're also on Spotify as well. If you want to see the visual version of this podcast, you can go to youtube.com, search Three Nerds on a Sunday, and you can follow us on Facebook at Three Nerds on a Sunday. Keep up on up-to-date news on the shows when it comes out every Sunday. And that's where you can contact us for anything, questions, comments, concerns. So, yeah. Anything else to add, guys?
No,
you
that's
covered
it.
it, man. Thank you.
Cool.
You got it down.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening again. Have a good one.
Thanks for
All
listening.
right,
Take it easy.
gals and girls.